Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're just an adorable couple in love that loves reacting to Attack on Titan.
Yeah, season 2, episodes 9 and 10 today.
Yeah, also known as episodes 34 and 35. I like to, I think it's popular in anime to continue the episodes as they go on for the seasons. I like to just restart it, so that's why you do it this way. But anyways, you didn't really need to know that. All right, so if you want full uncut reactions and early ad-free access, then go ahead and check out our Patreon. Links in the description of the video. Or you can go to patreon.com/definitely-not-definitive. And let's get to it.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Hanji?
Get me a horse.
Section Commander, where are you going?
Back to the village where we caught the Titan that couldn't walk. I need to see.
Have you lost touch with reality? You're in no condition to ride horseback right now.
Yeah.
There's something important there.
She didn't have a firm grip with reality before.
I'll go myself. You stay here and quit trying to move.
He knows you're coming.
You're awake.
Oh my god.
I know.
What the hell? My arms!
I'm not in any better shape here.
Mm-hmm.
Seems we're both having a shit day.
So how'd they stop the regeneration?
What did they do to me?
Yeah.
That was my fault. Bit your nape without thinking about your arms.
It's okay. So they didn't stop it from growing back. It just hasn't grown back yet. Let's fight again.
Aaron!
Easy there, hothead. Take a look at where we are. This is the giant forest within Walmaria.
Standing on a Titan?
I think our buddy down there is an abnormal. May look like he's just kicking back.
Mm-hmm.
But those eyes haven't left us once. Another big one over there. Strikes me as the shy type. And then there are these chumps. Dirty bastards. Point is, changing into a Titan isn't gonna accomplish very much right now. Power or no power, getting out of this would be tricky as hell, even at the best of times.
Listen to Ymir.
There's nothing to gain by being a dumbass.
She's great.
We're sort of at a disadvantage here. It's not like we know the ins and outs of how this works. I'm basically clueless about the whole thing.
Okay.
Don't you think it's about time somebody explains what you plan on doing with us?
We wait for nightfall.
So why didn't you just stay in Titan form and run all the way home? What's the point of stopping here in the first place?
He ran out of gas.
Why don't you use your imagination?
If I assumed Titan form, running away wouldn't really be that much of a challenge. What if I couldn't transform to full strength? Does that mean the other Titans would be able to eat me?
Mm-hmm.
If they wait for nightfall, we'd only be harder to rein in. They'll make their move while we're still helpless. We're screwed. What happened to everyone else? Don't tell me they're coming here to save us.
Yeah, they're coming to save you.
The Titans here can't move after dark. But then you know all about that, don't you, Ymir?
How is it she's able to transform into a Titan? Doesn't seem to catch her off guard like it did me.
Mm-hmm.
Whose side is she on in all this?
That's what we all want to know.
I have to keep my emotions in check. Give myself a chance to
Good luck.
recuperate.
And then they can be dismembered, their internal organs destroyed. As long as their bodies will generate back to normal. Given sufficient time.
Titan spotted at 3 o'clock! Use the...
It's like doing a little dance.
We have until sundown. Hey, Mikasa, stop pushing so hard. You're drifting up into the vanguard. Eren's not gonna let those assholes get the best of him without a fight. Agreed?
Agreed.
All we gotta do is have a little faith. He'll hold his own till the rest of us get there. Always has, always will.
Got a man crush on Eren.
Got any water? Help a girl out.
Sorry, there's not a hell of a lot I can do. Even if it is a matter of life and death.
That's comforting.
Ever since those Titans showed up. That was yesterday, right? We're lucky the wall hasn't been destroyed. And don't even get me started on promotion.
What the hell?
Huh? What? I mean, I get it. We're soldiers. Duty first. It's just nice to be acknowledged.
You bang your head or something?
Yeah, what is he talking about?
I'm not saying we storm in and demand the rank of captain or anything.
That's not what I mean.
Why would you think you're still welcome?
Where'd you find that cannon, by the way?
Oh my god, he hit his head and he's fucking out of it.
Really nice of Krista to patch me up afterwards.
He doesn't realize that he already told them.
She always treats me like we're...
Hey! You've got to be kidding me.
What are you so pissed about all of a sudden? Take it easy, man.
If you want to die, then just keep talking!
Hold up, Eren. I think somebody's gone off the deep end.
Yep.
Is that what this is, Bertolt?
Is this a condition he's always had, or is this just bang his head?
Snap out of it.
You're not a soldier, okay? We're warriors.
Is he just gonna transform?
Raina! What are you doing?
Why is Marco being devoured?
Somebody want to explain it to us?
Yeah, does he have PTSD? Is this a condition he's always had? It's like,
Why would the man who broke the wall risk his neck to save Connie? It's like the poor bastard's personality is compartmentalized. Everything he does is a contradiction in terms. On one hand, he's a warrior bent on pushing mankind past the brink. On the other, he's pretending to be a soldier. Can't bear the weight of what he's done. The only way for him to manage his conscience is to fall for his own act.
she's a psychologist.
This is what you call a split personality. And judging by Bertolt's expression, this isn't the first.
Yeah, that's straight up method acting.
Wow, someone as brutally honest as you losing their grip?
Shut up! Not another word.
Must have really hit a nerve.
Is this some kind of joke? Where do you get off pretending to be the victim? You're wallowing in self-pity? What was going through your head the day I told you my story, huh? Remember that, Bertolt? I'm talking to you, Lucky. You sat there and looked me straight in the eye. Watched me relive seeing my mother eaten alive. Well, it just so happens the chunk of wall you kicked out fell on our house. It's what kept her from being able to run away. Ring any bells? Take you back? What was going through your head when I told you that story?
Nothing.
Want me to be honest? In the moment, I felt sorry for you.
Yeah, that's not gonna go over well for Aaron.
Sorry for me.
He doesn't like pity.
You're not warriors or soldiers. You're just murderers.
Don't you think I'm aware of that fact? I don't need you shoving it down my goddamn throat!
Then stop acting like you've got any right to feel sorry for yourself! Are you proud of yourselves? You're not one of us! You've never been! You're not even human
An
anymore!
apology? Is that what you hope to get out of calling us murderers? Want us to feel bad? Want
No.
us to take the blame? Who are you talking to? The people you thought you knew don't exist. They're dead! Go ahead and scream your goddamn head off!
You can do that. So, you guys done?
I've got to do something. I swear to you, one way or another, the two of you will pay. And it's gonna hurt.
Oh, he looks cracked out there.
You can't be for real. Keep spouting off childish bullshit like that, and I've got no hope for you. Tell me something. What's with the giant monkey?
What are you talking about?
I thought for sure you'd know.
You really don't know?
From the way you guys were ogling it all slack-jawed, I figured
Just
you
saw
were
it
seeing
too.
some kind of living legend.
Monkey, don't be cute.
Shut up and listen. Monkey, beast, titan, whatever you want to call him. He's behind this latest fiasco. It's why titans are cropping up out of nowhere. I get the feeling he's gauging our strength. Raina and Bertolt are trying to get wherever he is. It's how they're getting back home. Feel free to correct me if I'm way off base.
What else haven't you told me?
Be patient.
Calm down, dude.
I'm caught up in circumstances of my own.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
If you think killing these morons will put an end to all of this, you are sorely mistaken.
She told us morons.
There's no future for this world, and you know it. What do you think comes next? Joining our side wouldn't be out of the question if you were so inclined.
And put my faith in you guys? That's rich. Neither of you trust me as far as you can throw me.
We know what you really want. All you care about is protecting Krista. I'm being absolutely serious. Is it so hard to believe we want what's best for her too? Hate to break it to you, but you're not the only one. You could always put your trust in Aaron. See where that leads you.
What?
You are Aaron. You're all so confused.
Better to take a chance with him than throw in with us, right? Because if we end up taking you, there's not much hope of being rescued. Even if you came willingly, we're not in a position to guarantee your safety.
You're not in
It's
charge.
Krista we're talking about. We might be able to do something. It's your call. What's it gonna...
Why is she so important?
Who's the real enemy? Tell me what you know! Who is it?
I don't think she totally knows.
It's humanity. It's you.
Couldn't say.
All right then. Sorry, Aaron.
They're coming.
The scouts are here? Already?
Damn you, Emir. Only 1
All right, quite the like build-up episode for the next one, which I feel like is gonna have a ton of action in it.
Yeah. Sorry. There's just like my brain's trying to process that whole conversation because there was like a lot to unpack with it. And at the same time, I'm sitting here thinking like, I don't really know what I know at this point. Like, I don't know what I learned because like everything about that seemed full of questions and contradictions.
Yeah. Good job with Reiner though. Like being so torn about being undercover, like it happens sometimes with method actors or whatever, especially if they play like a darker role. It comes to mind is the unfortunate death of like Heath Ledger, and just after he played the Joker. But also like if you ever seen the movie Donnie Brasco, the cop in that goes undercover and has it's got with Johnny Depp, Al Pacino. It's a great movie. So maybe if you're gonna see it, then maybe for the next couple seconds. But he goes undercover and he gets like torn as well. Like like you just live that life, that image, that person for years, and all of a sudden like that's what like you don't really necessarily like, it's a less of an extreme version of what's going on here. And I didn't really like, I was wondering if he had hit his head, but like Bert from Bert and Ernie, he obviously had seen it before. I don't know if this has been happening as he's been within the scouts, and the whole like if it's only like since he's been undercover that's been happening, or if it's been happening like his whole life and he's just has trouble sorting through realities. I feel like it's just been like in the years that he's been in the scouts though.
Yeah. So one thing that came to mind as you were talking about Donnie Brasco and obviously what Reiner's going through is not just like living that life, but also engaging with those people, the people who are perceived to be your enemy.
Yep.
And it made me think of a passage I read from one of Brene Brown's books, and it talks about like how it's hard to hate up close. So like when you go deep undercover and you're engaging with the enemy, you are working closely with them, you're getting to know them. So like for Reiner, he's gotten to know the scouts, he's formed relationships with some of these people. So then the reality of the Titan aspect, I mean, like you can understand why it broke his brain.
Yeah.
Fascinating to just kind of, I mean, Aaron's responding the way that we would expect Aaron to, right? Like he's a hothead. He's getting angry about it. He's like, how dare you? But I love how we're all Aaron in that moment, because while we feel much of what Aaron is feeling in terms of like, yeah, you guys are Titans, like well, we said they weren't traitors, right? They were double agents.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's all, like, we're feeling it all through Aaron's eyes and really seeing it through his perspective, which is why Amira is so fascinating, that she's just very calm and very collected and almost casual in a sense of like, so are you guys going to tell us what's going on or what? Like, what's the plan? Which, you can see how it blows Aaron's mind that she can be so contained in this moment. That's like what's prompting even more questions. It's okay, how are you so calm right now? Like, you obviously don't know what's going on, but you're being very smart about like gathering information and assessing it. And I loved when Aaron said, like, who's the enemy? She says, can't say, and I was like, that was super revealing.
Yeah, and the fact that like, okay, so she doesn't really know that much about being a Titan. She said it's fairly new to her, so that was a reveal. And with Krista, like, led to believe that Ymir like probably like had an initial interest in her because of her like lineage and who she is. Then I think it developed into more than that, and Ymir has like feelings for Krista. But I don't understand why Krista is important for Bertrand and Reiner. So that part I'm missing. So I feel like I have to go back and like rewatch the episode where they talk about like what Ymir had overheard. And then now we also know that the Beast Titan is not associated with Reiner either. So like how many people do they have like in their like camp or whatever, on their side or whatever? How are these Titans divided? Like what? So yeah, I don't understand. I mean, just when you think you start to piece it together, then there's like, oh no, what you thought is completely wrong. It's something different.
So one question I have is, do Berthold and Reiner really care about Krista at all, or is she just a method of controlling Ymir?
I mean, it's probably a method of controlling Ymir, but like Ymir's not that impressive. Like, to feel like you need a controller, because like it's what we all want. We all want to protect Krista. Why would they want it? It's like I thought if it was a way to control them, they would have pitched it differently. It's just like, you know, if you come with us, you know, what you really care about is Krista. Like, we will spare Krista. Like, we talked about more about like sparing her instead of like, it's what we all want is like to protect Krista.
See, it's interesting because I actually heard it that way.
Yeah.
As in, like, if we all want to protect Krista, we don't have a conflict. We'll spare her, we'll protect her for the sake of you as long as you cooperate, was how I heard it. But it's really interesting, like, how it hit you so differently. I have no idea which one is right, but it's just curious that like we both heard it so differently.
Yeah. And so that's why I'm interested more about Krista. And it's interesting because the way that's getting pitched right now, I feel like she's like probably the most like important character in the show, like just kind of how everything has been going, which was not something you would think, like, you know, I don't know, before this even episode, I don't even think I would have thought that. But with how Ymir treated her and like now how if what I'm thinking is right, I don't know, again, they're using her just like to try to get Ymir on their side or what, but yeah, it's just like, since I don't know enough about her, like, I mean, and the priest had mentioned about her too. So it's just like, she just keeps coming up more and more. So she's a key in some sense. I just don't know how.
Yep, I agree with that. The other thing, I'm curious if I'm remembering correctly or if I heard correctly, but didn't Reiner say something to the effect of like, come on, Ymir, you know this planet is doomed or done or something to that effect? Which like, this planet, does that like imply that they're not from this planet or that they have a means to get to a different planet? Did I hear that right or am I just going crazy?
I don't know. I didn't hear planet.
Was it this land? Maybe I'm misremembering it.
I thought it was more like this land or this place, like, you know, is doomed. Because I heard it more as yeah, like, I mean, like, humanity is we both know that humanity is doomed or whatever. But like, if it's a planet thing, then, but yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I'm saying that because, and like I started it by saying, am I hearing it right? Because to me, that idea at this point feels very far-fetched for them to introduce like space and other planets.
Yeah,
I feel like whatever this story is, it is contained on this planet in this world. As I was thinking back, I was like, wait, did I hear that right? Like, was it this land or was it this planet? Because for some reason I felt like it started with a P, but maybe it was this place instead. Yeah. So anyway, that's where that train of thought was coming from.
Also with Ymir, something that came up that like, I don't know if we talked about in other previous episodes or not, I can't remember, but we talked about her maybe being like a half Titan or whatever, and she does know the other language though, so I don't know if like maybe like the person that raised her was like the person that was on the Titan side and like taught her a language, or if like, you know, she grew up in a family like maybe her parents got divorced or something like that, and like, but like they spoke, you know, different language, like both different languages to her as she was growing up, so that's why she can read and like, you know, speak the other language as well. Since she, at first I thought that meant that she was in the camp with the Titans and that she was like, you know, part of them as well and part of like, you know, the Reiner and Bertold like camp, but she's not. She's to be on her own. So I was just kind of wondering like, okay, so then how did she know that language?
Yeah, that is still a mystery. I'm still very curious about that. My head's still spinning. I love these episodes because they fly by, and I'm always sad when they end because I want them to keep going. And like, maybe they give us like a couple of nuggets of information, but then they give us like 5 questions for every little nugget of information. So yeah, my head's still spinning, but I'm excited to see where this goes.
All right, go on to the next episode.
Yeah.
Children.
Okay.
Children of what? Of whom?
The whole village has been devastated.
Oh, is this Connie's town?
Still, maybe they got out? It's not unheard of.
But then the question becomes why Titans would smash up empty houses.
Mm-hmm.
What's more, how far
No
were
horses.
these people hoping to get by leaving their horses here?
That's a good point.
We've been over this.
So what do you think happened?
There you are.
Connie's mom.
I mean, or so we think at least.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that it's been confirmed. Okay, now we're confirming. Oh.
No! Stand down!
Creepy!
What the hell is going on?
Exactly, dude. How did she change? Who changed her? Come on.
You're kidding. The scouts are here?
Mikas is coming for you.
Talk to me, Reiner. What are you right now?
A warrior, calm down.
Do you really think it's wise for us to trust Ymir, even though she's the one who devoured Marcel?
Sure, don't you see? But then Krista came into the picture. That's the kind of girl that can change your whole world. The people she comes from are an important family within the church.
Okay.
Suppose Aaron's not the coordinate. Our job wouldn't be over. If it comes to that, having Krista around will make the search a lot easier.
Suppose Aaron's not the coordinate, so So they went in there just getting somebody. They don't know if it's Eren or not. But they were supposed to get Krista.
The next time we come, we'll take all three. Annie, Krista, and that. It'll be clean and simple. Then we won't have to come here anymore.
Annie, Krista,
And
and
we'll
what?
have completed our damn mission.
Sounds like it. And that.
Yeah, that's what.
Try telling Annie how you really feel.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, great.
Come on. I've seen the way you stare at her.
I don't stare.
You leer.
Just go for it, okay? Besides, you're both killers, so she understands where your head is.
Both killers.
I'm gonna ask you nicely not to try to put up a fight.
There's no need for us to get all violent.
They're not buying this.
Take a look at me.
With his stub.
Yeah! Stub beatdown!
Oh, ow.
Explain to me why we're leaving early.
When you changed back into a human, do you have any memory of the person you ate?
No, not really. We're talking about something that happened 5 years ago. But the way you're asking, I'm guessing that it was someone you knew. I see. Sorry for not remembering.
Oh my god.
It was the same for Rhina and me.
Ooh, when they first transformed?
Eren doesn't remember either.
You hold that against me?
I don't think so. Suppose I have to believe you didn't want to eat anyone. How long were you wandering outside the walls?
Oh, about 60 years.
60 years?
6-0?
This is great for her age.
Yeah.
So maybe she thinks of Krista more as like a daughter?
Commander Ervin, we're surrounded! We don't have time for a detour. We'll forge ahead. Prepare to fight!
Yeah!
We find a place without titans.
Then why the hell didn't we just wait for the sun to go down? Smoke?
She sees it.
Did the scouts come to save us?
I honestly thought we had more time than this. It's gotta be Commander Ervin. Hard as nails, that one.
Yeah, he is.
Eren's fault for losing his cool.
Wait, is she?
Mm-hmm.
Rhina! We have to go back now! Krista's with them!
No way you can see that far.
Look, I just know! Think about it, okay? She's a big softie, right? Stupid girls come to rescue me!
It'll have to wait. We can't grab her the way things are now. Another time.
How long you want me to wait?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so!
Don't be that way.
There's no time like the present, asshole! Damn you! Get down there and bring her with us! I need to see her! The way things are going, I never will!
And why is it so important? It's located, but its location is mostly outside the confines of the walls. Okay.
Sorry, it's just too risky.
You have to trust us. This is what's best for Krista. Do you understand?
Real question is, do you?
Of course.
All right then.
Thank you for that.
Don't think her just yet.
It's happening again. I've come so far, done so much, and still wound up falling for my own bullshit.
They look promising. What about this one? How would you feel about coming to live with us? Think of it as the start of a brand new life.
Get experimented on?
Of course, a brand new life needs a brand new name. Don't you agree?
Okay, call you Emir.
Told myself I had no say in the matter, that I never had a choice.
It is this
We
Lady
always have a
Ymir
choice.
that inherits the blood of His Majesty the King.
Lady Ymir?
Yeah.
It wasn't all that bad. My food wasn't cold. I no longer slept in the dirt. I knew what it meant to feel needed. That, by far, was more precious than anything.
It's her fault.
Of course.
We're only guilty of believing her.
I was cruelly reminded that everything I clung to was an act. I am Ymir. The king's blood runs through me. Lie once, the rest follow easy. Trouble was, things didn't quite work out that way.
Mm-hmm. This is the first time you transform.
Help me! Stop this. I'm begging you. It's not right. That's when I realized I'd had it coming all along. I'd deceived those gullible bastards. But that wasn't what I was being punished for, really. What else did I expect? That's what comes of looking at the world through a veil.
Jeez. And she slept under there for how many years?
Titan, run!
There it is. Oh, that's beautiful.
When I opened my eyes, the first thing I saw was freedom. The first thing I thought was if there's such a thing as fate, she's a fickle little whore. Right then and there. No more deceiving myself. No more falling for my own line. From then on, I'd be real.
Ah, the child was given the name Krista Linz. Then she was packed off to the Cadet Corps.
Would have been better were she never born. Are you trying to pick a fight?
Makes no difference to me.
What do we have here? This your idea of trying to be nice? You and I were the same. You nourished yourself on lies. I get it. Believe me. And don't worry. I'm not asking you to understand. What I want is very simple. Just let me be honest with myself one last time. Let's face it, guys. I'm the one best suited for this.
Oh!
What are you doing? Knock it off! We'll fall!
Do you think that I give a damn? I have the advantage. I could leap through the trees, grab Aaron, and rendezvous with the scouts before you knew what hit you. Wouldn't be that hard.
She's right.
Either you agree to take Krista with us today, right now, or so help me, I will throw your whole plan out of whack.
Are you completely insane? That doesn't help her. I thought that you genuinely cared.
I do, in my way. If it robs her of a future, then life's a bitch. But I will live to see her again. I've made my peace with what that says about me. You guys have no idea what it's like. She knows what a shitty person I am, but she still smiles.
Aw.
I have a fairly decent plan. Besides, if I stay and fight,
Fairly
it'll
decent?
be easier for you three to get away. If you don't like it, we can always tear each other apart like animals.
Don't fuck with someone who's got nothing to lose.
Yeah, she's not kidding.
She's wondering, is that Aaron?
It's coming from the forest! I think someone's transforming into a Titan!
Soldiers, disperse! The enemy has assumed Titan form! Find Aaron and get him out of there!
Oh, shit! Oh.
Locate, recover, and retreat! Round up the horses!
Right away, sir.
Yeah.
They're fleeing through the woods, so stay sharp!
That's the scream of a Titan!
It came from just up ahead.
There she is.
I can see you!
No, wait a second.
Yeah.
It's actually Ymir. This is her Titan form. She's one of the people they took.
Don't kill Connie.
Is Aaron okay?
Did she assume Titan form to take on Rhina and escape?
What's the deal? Did you manage to get away from them? What direction did they go?
Give us something to go on.
Oh no, she's gonna attack you all.
Is she keeping an eye out for Rhina? Something isn't right.
She's looking for Krista.
Why is she looking at us one by one?
Oh, there we go.
Thank goodness you're all right.
Did she just... Ymir, what are you doing?
And where's Aaron? She was gonna take Aaron too.
No, she said she could do that. That could be one strategy, is her taking Aaron and getting out of there. But she wanted Krista ultimately.
Well, I know that, but like, I thought she could take both.
Well, it's clear where her loyalties are now. She and Rhina are on the same side. They were lured into a trap.
Kinda.
He's back. Good.
Ah, she bargained with them.
Yep.
Okay.
Gremlin.
They're getting away with Aaron.
Get on your damn horses!
Like the intense music. Oh, Mikazu's face.
I'll get him back if it costs me my life.
This dude!
I know.
What the hell, man? Who would have thought it? In the first episode, he's all drunk and think he's an idiot. All right, so yeah, I mean, it was nice getting more backstory on Ymir and kind of where she came from. She's kind of like an orphan. I mean, so they talked about like they worship her like she had the king's blood. Like, so is that just like where the king's bastards sort of like go? Is they like go like to like they get discarded like into a village, and so that's why they kind of like picked her out, or they just randomly picked her out and just like, okay, yeah, she looks like someone that we can worship, and like they just said that she had the king's blood and like didn't realize that she actually kind of did.
I think it's the latter.
Okay, yeah.
And I don't know that it's confirmed that she actually has the king's blood.
Because we don't know if the king's
Just-
the one that like makes people titans yet.
Yeah,
so.
or she was just basically an imposter, and they essentially like picked out a street urchin child and was
That's what I
like,
thought.
we're going to lift you up. And so everything that she says about like, it wasn't so bad. I had food that wasn't cold and a bed to sleep in and all that. It's like, yeah, of course she doesn't mind going along and playing the part. Like her alternative is be starving on the streets and cold, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why she said, at least like this is why I think she said, I have the king's blood was like after I told the first lie, it was pretty easy after that. But I imagine that since she's lied about being this thing for so long, the interest in somebody who's actually this thing makes sense. Like Krista actually is a royal bastard of some kind. I mean, is it definitely the king?
I don't think we've confirmed it. I'm sure like in the comments might have told us by now, but we haven't gotten to the episode where we talked about it. And so we don't know, but like in this one, they said that like she is the offspring of someone like that was like really important and high up in the church. Like, so that's kind of all we like really know.
Yeah. Some kind of royalty, but not necessarily the king.
Yeah. I thought what you thought as far as like the whole story with Ymir, but like she might actually have the king's blood as well. Like if that's what makes you end up being like a Titan, if like, this is passed down, we still don't really know how it all breaks down and like how Titans are made or created or born or whatever. Still need to get to the cellar even.
Yeah. I mean, I think if she has king's blood, she doesn't know it. And I don't necessarily believe that church official knew it either. Yeah. I think it could be like fun happenstance that, it actually winds up being true. But I don't think anybody necessarily knew it at that time. I assume that religion was maybe sort of like some origin of the wall worshippers. Mm-hmm. And I think, I don't know, to me, it just feels like it all was built on a lie and it's all a fictitious little fantasy, but it made people believe and feel a degree of comfort to have something to believe in until obviously it got so fanatical that the military came in and decided to squash it.
Well, and it sort of answers a question I had about, okay, so the Titans in the wall, could they be people that, are within the Titans? I'm like, how do they survive? But it seems like they are able to survive because Ymir was in that Titan for however many years, like decades, just like based on like how much she got like covered up, and she was totally fine afterwards. So I guess like once you're in that Titan form, you don't need like, the whole needing whatever oxygen or food or water or anything like that to survive. It doesn't matter since like you're in the Titan form. Your body, I guess, is just protected that way. It's like going in like, I don't know, like a cryostasis or something.
And it was interesting because I think when they first discovered the Titan in the wall, like they were told not to let sunlight hit it. So like they put the sheet down over it. So it's interesting to see how Ymir, when she emerges from being buried in the dirt for decades or whatever, she's kind of crazed at first. And the first thing she does is like get up and eat the first thing she sees. Mm-hmm. So I kind of wonder with that, okay, was the don't let the Titan be exposed to sunlight, was that because they'll have the potential to be crazed and eat everything? Is it because they will get stronger since they seem to acquire some strength from sunlight and then break out of their wall shell easier and be destructive? It could be all of that. I'm just very curious what the priest was specifically thinking behind his warning not to let sunlight touch them.
Okay. Well, no, I mean, I was just thinking about like, okay, if they get strong with the sun or something like that, some sort of like photosynthesis that was going on within the Titans, but then I was just going down a different weird rabbit hole.
See, I was thinking of it like Superman.
Okay,
like the sun is going to like heal them and make them stronger, and then bad things will ensue because they're a Titan and they're not the good person that Clark Kent is.
Yeah, that works too. I liked Aaron beating Reiner with his stubs. That was fun.
That's so Aaron.
Yeah, for sure.
It was fun to see. Like, honestly, Ymir to me doesn't seem like a very intimidating Titan. Mm-hmm. She's tiny. She's almost kind of like goblin-like. So next to the armored Titan and like our super duper big Titan, it doesn't feel like she's necessarily a real threat. And yet it was very interesting when she went to Kristen. She goes, look, I'm agile. I could take Aaron. I could go to the scouts. I could get away from you guys anytime I want. So do what I want you to do. And she does convince them, like they do make that bargain with her and they let her go and go back for Krista with the trust that she'll come back to them because they've struck this bargain and she honors it. So I'm just very curious about the dynamic here between Ymir and Bertholdt and Reiner and seemingly opposing sides, but maybe not, for Ymir, with the jury still being out on who the actual bad guy is, I'm just fascinated by how she's conducting herself and who she's interacting with and how she interacts with them.
Yeah, I think for Ymir, it's kind of like love the one you're with. And so she's like, okay, well, she doesn't necessarily fit in anywhere. All she cares about right now is Krista, because that's the only person that just kind of said that, like, looks at her like she's worth something and forgives her for her sins. And so as long as she has her, like, okay, what's the best way to keep her safe? And like, hey, with the warriors and everything like that, and then maybe, she's not going to get eaten by Titans, then keep her safe, a little safer that way. I can keep her safe. And yeah, and so it's just like, I don't think she has any necessarily loyalty to Rhaina or Bertold, or, I don't think this is like, okay, yeah, we're all on the team. We all want the same thing. I think what you said last episode is true. They were just using Krista as like a bargaining chip. And yeah. And so as long as they're able to keep her safe, and then Ymir thinks is the best spot for Krista, then that's where they'll stay. If not, she'll bounce.
Yeah. Kind of piggybacking off of that, it's interesting because like Aaron's been raised in a world of right and wrong, of good people and bad people, or like good people and monsters, Titans.
Yeah.
Which is why I think his instinct is to see things in black and white and in such extremes too. Ymir, having understood her backstory now, like she was lifted up and sold a fantasy and treated as an idol, and it all came crashing down, and she was blamed the second anybody's kind of comfort and safety was put at risk.
Yep.
So from her perspective, you never really know who the good guys are and who the bad guys are, because people will tell you whatever they want to tell you to get whatever they want out of you, which is why I think it's another reason why I find her interaction so fascinating, is because like she comes at everything with healthy skepticism. She doesn't believe necessarily anything. She waits to see how things unfold. I mean, you can say whatever you want to Ymir. She's not going to buy shit until she sees it. Like it is a show don't tell with her. And so that's, I think, also why I'm so fascinated by her, is because she, unfortunately, through the very sad and tragic kind of upbringing that she had and that betrayal, she has a lot of wisdom. And that jadedness actually is, I think, an asset for her, whereas Aaron is, like, I think he believes the military element, the government element in this world is 100% good. He's interacted with them like maybe this much, but I think his perception is these are people, therefore they are good, they're on our side. And Ymir is savvy enough from her experience to know just because they're people and just because they live in the same place we do doesn't mean they're on our side. Doesn't mean that they have our best interests at heart.
Yeah. All right. So let us know your thoughts about these episodes down below in the comments. And if you want our full uncut reactions, if you want early ad-free access, you can get a month ahead and see every moment over on our Patreon.
Yeah.
Links in the description of the video. And thanks so much for watching this reaction with us and for staying for the discussion. And thanks for watching Attack on Titan, but just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.